Hey guys, welcome back to the Puggle Reborn channel. We are back with some more Battle Brothers Blazing Deserts DLC. Small Things Found, number 6. And with this, I want to get this out there because I know it's already starting to move around. So once I get to 500 subs, if I can get to 500 subs, I'm going to be giving away 2 more extra copies of the Blazing Desert DLC, and that will be distributed on Thursday morning. I've already got 2 guys down. There's 1 more for tomorrow. And yeah, if I get to 500, which it looks like it's going to happen pretty shortly here. I'm kind of surprised by how fast that's gone. Hopefully you're subscribing because you like the channel. However, I will say this, because we're going to more than likely eclipse 500 based on what I'm seeing. I'm going to make a new bet here. If we get to, let's say 550, the odds of that happening is so slim, but I might as well put up the ante a little bit. If we end up getting to 550 subs, I'll give away 5 extra copies, not just 2. I'll go up to 5. The fat chance of that happening, but I figure I might as well give it a shot. So, without further ado, let's dive into this episode here. And so with the small things going on, all these little small things that I'm finding here, I know that it's starting to simmer down. I've been really trying to find stuff. In this campaign alone, we've gleaned so many things. I have gone to the far north for trading goods, find out that it's not crazy big up here as it is down here. I mean, it's about the same price, not a great deal difference. I've also learned that you can get even some of the stuff in the north you can find in the south. One of the different things that I did was opening up and closing the origins just to see how it was running, and I found that silks you can actually find in the south now. There was a place just like this that was had a silk trader in there, so you can actually get silks not just in the north but in the south also. Little things like that, no big deal. But yeah, the trading routes itself, there's going to be a real, especially on this map, and that's why I endorse this map, especially mostly because you can go from here to here and sell incredible prices. Just go back and forth. In a trading caravan run, I can't even imagine. That origin is going to be dirty. It's going to be very, very dirty. So just some things like that, it's going to be interesting. So now, one of the small things that I ended up finding more recently was when I was doing the Noble Wars. I was in this fight right here, and there was a little company walking by, and they helped me in a fight. Now they had 6, I believe it was 5. It was 5 different I was thinking 6 because of my guy, but 5 different guys, gunners they have, that had their handguns, and when they fired, yeah, they have slaves and stuff, or indebted, but they do not care about you. It actually sucks to have that big of a force fighting with you, because they shoot into their own guys and they'll shoot into you. It's like aggravating. I ended up losing one of our brothers over it. I think it was this guy here, or no, Hammer, or maybe I thought we lost somebody to it, but the point is that I know we ended up taking a lot of damage. There was a lot of my guys had shredded armor from behind because of that crap. So yeah, if you're gonna fight with conscripts, they are kind of douchebags. So there's that. Also, fearsome on handguns. They do have the handguns. They have fearsome. When you're fighting, they will mess with your morale. That sucked terribly because not only did they hit my armor, but they were also getting my guys to waver in the middle of combat. I would rather fight for the Northern House and fight them than vice versa. It's just, and they will shoot. Man, I wish I would have had a clip of this. But they shoot this is the other tidbit. If they have the cannon and you are by 3 of the enemy soldiers, they'll shoot that cannon right on top of you. They'll shoot it on their own guys. That's the crazy thing. Like, they legit are kamikaze sons of biatches, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, next thing here, people have been asking about the southern armors, and I'm going to show you this right here. If you're wondering about the southern armors, this is one of them. In comparison, here's kind of your not too far off comparison. Your Mel Halberg is about, so for 15 extra armor, you can get this, of course, but for 15 less, you're looking at, or 3 less fatigue, you're looking at the male Lamar, or Limitlar, I'm never gonna get it right, plating. Now, What you can do, however, which is nice, is the direwolf pelts or the hyena pelts, which you can get really early on. You can actually slap that on here, and that automatically will bring it up technically the difference of 3 fatigue. So this armor, and at the price, it's actually not terribly priced at 1,000. You can get this under 1,000 even. Next one here is a Southern long shirt, or male shirt with padding. This one I already have on one of my brothers, as is. And personally, this has been a fantastic armor. Nothing crazy. I ended up putting on the snake. Oh, that's the other thing, snake skin. You could put that on there too. That would actually bring it up 30. So, yeah, 30 fatigue. Or, yep, 30 durability. Sorry, I have to think it over. Math, not hard, but it's there. So, yeah, you could throw it on this. You could throw the serpent skin. You're gonna find. See, the thing is, guys, the attachments you're gonna find so much in the South. And I'm going to go over attachments in a second here, but just to give you an idea, this can actually be a very, very effective armor that beats out the male hauberk. So if you are looking for that, there's always the attachments to change it up. The next thing I want to show you would be, oh, and one other thing too. For 24 fatigue, the full male hauberk, what is it called? It's the brown one. The brown armor, if you can remember from the North. It's 120 or 210 rather. Its max fatigue is 226 or 26. Jeez, I'm going crazy. Okay. The male hauberk that's brown in the North, you can get it for 210 in terms of durability at 26 fatigue. So really this is very, very close to that. You just add attachments to make it better. It's really, the variations aren't that much different. Next thing is the heavy Lamar Limitlar helmet, and this is again on par with far north. A lot of the Nordic type of helms are very much on par. The one thing that this does beat out some of the North helms is that it has 1 extra vision, whereas the ones in the North are normally 3. So this is actually a really nice helm if you have a guy on the back line who can take heavy armor, but you're using whips, or somebody on the front line who can't quite get the 200 or 20 extra fatigue. That's really nice. And then finally this guy here, the Southern helm with cough. This is another one that the vision is at 2, so you could probably find something better than this. But overall, it's on par with the other helms to the North. I guess this one too. This is actually a better helm than the ones that you can get south, just because, let's see if I have it. I might even have the helm. No. It doesn't look like I have it. I did used to have it. Oh, there's one. So there you go. So there's one of them right here. Actually, let's go back. So in terms of your comparison, this is where I was saying it's literally the same. They're just the same, just different style. But yeah, this one here is actually a better price. I wish I had the other helm to show you guys, but it's a really fair, with the fatigue, it's very fair at 105. That's an awesome helm to have. There is one higher end. If you guys want to see this other stuff too, I can show you the really low end, like this stuff right here, 7 fatigue, 75. Really, they're so close together, guys. All these are so close together. The only one that I hate is this one here, the nomad, or not that one. There's a nomadic armor that literally is 5 for 5 in terms of the durability and the actual fatigue. Here's another one, male shirt, 11 fatigue. It's on par again. Some of the North stuff. A lot of the stuff you're gonna find to the North. This is a really nice one too. -7 fatigue, but it is again on par with some of these other helms. So if you were wondering about that, I just want to get that out of the way. Now the next thing here, we're gonna go back over. I just want to show you this because I've had a lot of people ask about it. I told them it'd be in this video. I've fought almost every single beast. I purposely went on my way to try to find them, to fight them. I had unhold stuff. I sold all that stuff. If you watch my last gameplay video, I ended up getting that nice, this helm. But if you look at all the ingredients I had almost all, not almost all of the ingredients, but about 2/3 of all the ingredients that you can get. And this was still what was coming up with the Southern stuff. So the smoke pot, the serpent skin. Now this is really sweet, the serpent skin. 30 fatigue, or not fatigue, 30 durability with 2 fatigue buildup, and when you attach it, of course, to the armor. And then the reduces of damage fire. I mean, I would get this if I was planning on fighting the South. I honestly don't have a real reason to have this besides the fact that you're getting plus 30 durability and -2 fatigue, and to build it is only 300, which is a better price than if you were to go into the shop and buy an attachment. I think, yeah, right here. So if this attachment, if we were to go to the next attachment up, it would be 3 fatigue for 30 durability. So there's definitely a case to be made there as to why you'd go that route. But hopefully that does help you guys out. The only other thing I'd show you is a large powder bag. You have the Hyena Mantle, or yeah, Fur Mantle. This is amazing. I love this thing, especially with the new builds that are going to be coming forth in initiative builds. The assassins need this. They don't need it, but it's so freaking good. This is what I've come up with so far that I like, this initiative, and with this helm I could actually go one more fatigue higher. But yeah, his initiative 130. My other assassin I got him up to 142 initiative with dodge. It was pretty sweet, but things hit hard in the north, man, or in the south. Things hit hard. So let's go into the next thing. Next one would be revisiting range defense. So range defense, this has been my brother Redemption. If you guys have been in the channel for a while, we've done some videos together, of course, the top 10 videos. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Granted, they might be a little out of date now with the DLC and everything that's changed, but still, here's the deal. Range defense is really important, but it can be a game changer overnight, like that. I could take the Viper, right? And I could take out dodge. Take dodge out and I could put it into anticipation. If you guys didn't see this already, anticipation now grants plus 10 range defense. So always at plus 10 range defense. So what happens is you get plus 10 off of what you already have. So 25 is what this guy would have right now. And then you gain plus 1, you gain 1 extra range plus 10% of your overall range defense as additional range per tile away from the attacker. Think about the math behind that. If someone's 7 tiles away, that's at 30, that's 32. And then 10% of 32 is another, of 32 is about 4? I think it's like 4. So I think it's like 4. So you add 4 on top of that, and you're looking at 36 range defense with just that brother. I think this is a great addition, but at the same time, I feel like it's very powerful. If you're making a more nimble run, guys, you can actually do it more effectively now because of anticipation. I think that anticipation is going to be a very interesting perk going forward, even on your guys that are. Imagine having a frontliner like this guy here. He's a stout. I can put massive armor on him. He'd be perfectly fine. Obviously, he's ridiculous in the fatigue category. But let's say that I gave him let's say that I gave him more like range defense. I pulled a bunch of 3s and I didn't do anything with it. This was, I think, the last thing that I got for him because of when I saw that. But like, people aren't gonna pelt him. So his armor is going to actually hold up longer because the only time he's going to get hit is when he's actually in the fire. And that's my point to this. Even like if you have a tank build where all they're supposed to do is literally stand there and hold a shield. There's going to be, I think, some really strong strategies between your shield expert, between anticipation. Right now I'm currently doing a Manhunter run, and I feel like because I only have 7 levels, if I gave everybody anticipation, they could survive way longer and be able to run into the fight. Because the AI is so much smarter now. This is really being beaten to the ground, but the AI is much smarter now. Even if you have as many archers as they do, they won't come running at you. Sometimes the dumber AI will, like thugs, for instance, might run forward. But for the most part, they will just sit and wait for you to come at them. They don't normally go, oh, they have 3 archers or 2 archers, so we need to just simply attack, which makes you a target for those marksmen. So there is something there that might be worth going through. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below on that. The next thing would be fire pots, something I found out really helpful. I mean, holy crap, helpful. I ended up doing one of the Noble War quests up here when I had to take this. Oh, those bastards took it back over. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to crap in their petri dish. But listen, I will tell you this. Like, when I got into this fight, I brought 2 fire pots and I threw them in, and they're all clumped together behind this like barricade, and they couldn't get away. They couldn't get away. They just kept burning in it, and either they tried running them out. Our forces were not stronger than them, but because of those grenades, it held them in check. Either if they weren't in zone of control, they tried running out of it, and they'd totally disregard anything of the fight. If you throw like a net on somebody, a priority target, and you beat them and then throw one of them down, it does eat into them. It is a good morale check as well. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really think much about it, but the way that all these wars happen, even in Noble Wars in general, to be able to throw a fire pot in the middle of all them freaking those pole arms, it scatters them. It just scatters them. It's it's really fun. I'm telling you guys, give it a shot. It's really fun. And if you're trying to build them, they're only 300 after you kill an Ifrit, and you find plenty of those. The last thing I want... Oh, man, 2 more things. This video is getting a little long. Actually, I'm going to hold off on one of these just because I want something for more stuff for the next video. But the gladiators, to end out, we're going to end out with gladiators, the retinue. And something I knew about this from the beginning, but I guess I didn't think it was a smaller thing that I could tell you guys. So the Paymaster is, in my opinion, the best of all of these. Don't get me wrong, my favorite one would be the Bounty Hunter. I don't see how you can't not have this guy in your party. The idea of, like I said, one time that you end up killing a champion because of this guy, you've already made your money back because how much named items cost. But for real, the Paymaster, you see, if you don't already know, reduces the daily wage of all the men by 15%, reduces the chance of desertion by 50%, prevents men from demanding more payment in events. Huge. But the Gladiator campaign cannot be dictated by this at all because you have to have a roster of 16 men. And I don't know if anybody's ever thought of that. That's why I didn't know if I should tell you guys this, but you cannot use this for this run. As if crowns were not blowing out fast enough within 100 days, you cannot use this for it because you cannot get to 16 men. And it's not based on hiring, it's literally having your roster at that many. So if you are doing this run, you can pretty much kiss that one goodbye. There are some, however, I should have put that in my Gladiator final thoughts video, but nonetheless, some things that I would say that you could definitely use to your advantage would be, let's see here. You could do like trader and stuff. There's a lot of things here, but I just am looking from the aspect of having more money. Wow, hey, they upped this. This is a update. Okay, well here's something new. We'll add this one to it. Makes you earn 15% more renown with every action. Yesterday I was talking with my brother about this, and it was actually 10 when I was reading it off to him. So yeah, this is 10. This was 10 yesterday. Now it's 15. So there you go. There's your final. There's your final edition. This was kind of all over the place. Appreciate you guys coming out, checking that out, letting me entertain you for a little bit. Tonight there will be one more video of gameplay, and that's going to be for Manhunters. Tomorrow morning I'll have a video ready for small things I found, and then I plan on doing at least I don't know, I'm hoping to do like 4 videos tomorrow, and then come tomorrow night we'll know for sure what the final deal is. So anyways, thanks for coming out to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.